But
what are we
do
doing?
the thing.
What's happening right
Warzone!
now? Well, hello, everyone.
And welcome.
My name is Hayden.
Liar.
And with me I have Mitch.
Hello.
And Tom.
Hi, Tom.
And together we make Entertain This,
Our powers combined.
a podcast about movies, TV shows, and video games. And today what are we doing with this Twitter stuff?
We're trying to figure out how this Twitter Spaces work, so bear with us if you're.
Bear with Mitch, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm working on it. We'll see how it goes. I've never done one before, so.
I spent 10 minutes of watching Hayden trying to figure out an old Twitter account.
Yeah, I didn't realize I had Twitter.
If people on Twitter listen in while we're talking, we can talk back and forth with them. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, see
Sweet.
what's going on.
So we're discussing Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2, which is coming out next month. And
Well, it comes out October.
Warzone 2 does, right?
No, Modern Warfare comes out in October.
When does Warzone 2 come out?
November, allegedly.
It's so far.
November 16th, allegedly.
Allegedly. For right meow.
Okay. Well, we will be talking about all the things that we've acquired knowledge-wise for the games coming out and what you should know. So if you're like Tom, where you're a COD slave, this is for you. If you're like me, where you're burnt out and you hate everything that has to do with Call of Duty, I'll be there in your corner. So
I'll be there.
I'll be there for you.
let's go ahead and get started. So, Tam,
Hayden.
this game comes out, and why are you excited about it compared to like Vanguard and all the other crap?
Because the last two Call of Duties sucked.
So why is this one going to be better?
Well, it's a sequel to a game that we already knew that was pretty good. So you have Modern Warfare 2019, the reboot of the Modern Warfare series from the 2000s.
Okay.
So Modern Warfare 2019 off the bat was a good game.
Yeah.
It released. We all played it. We all liked it.
I beat the game once. I didn't know anything that was going on in the plot. I'll be honest. I have no idea what the plot.
I didn't
of
care
Call of
about the
Duty
campaign of 2019.
Yeah.
I was just happy that it was a multiplayer that wasn't
is. Stupid.
dumb or in space or the
Right.
future. It was just a reasonable, good modern shooter game.
So then they pooped out two games. They
pooped out Cold War,
and
which was dumpster garbage,
right.
and then they pooped out Vanguard, which was worse.
Yeah. And like, so the problem with, I think, the current Call of Duty generation is they put too many spices into the sauce, so to speak. Like there is
too much spice in the sauce.
There's way too many guns, way too many attachments, and a lot of it, people are just Googling what's the best gun. This is, and it's $20 if you want to buy it right now.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, and like you take it 3 months off of Call of Duty, you want to get back to where you were, and you want to be like the best shooter, and you already have that kind of natural born skill. You just spend $20 to get the best gun in the game, and then you can own for a week until the next one comes out.
Yeah.
So that's what I hated about Call of Duty.
I mean, Modern Warfare did that a little bit, but it was different. They released the weapon, but because you own Modern Warfare 2019, you could use that weapon in multiplayer itself. You could use it in Warzone or Plunder or whatever you wanted to do, and it took a very reasonable amount of time to max the weapon out.
Right.
Like when the Growl came out, that was like, hey, here's a new gun. And, you could play Shoot House or Shipment or just regular multiplayer, and in 2 hours you can have the thing maxed out.
Right.
And have almost all the cambos unlocked if you were that good.
But I mean, if you're thinking about it from like a monetary standpoint, where you don't want to buy the core game, you just want to play Warzone. It was possible to play and still enjoy the game enough without having to put money into it, and still leveling up the weapons and unlocking them through
playing Warzone.
Through playing Warzone, and you could technically play for the solid year that before Black Ops came out,
Cold War,
whatever. And, you could play and then not suffer as badly as you would when Cold War came out and all the other games afterwards. Because you either bought the game or you just sucked.
Yeah.
There's nothing that you could do to get good at the guns that they were putting out. Not to mention all the stupid mechanics they were implementing and then changing the map to Caldera, which was terrible. So
I mean, Warzone needed a new map because we were kind of burnt out into playing in Verdansk.
Yeah.
Looking back, we'd gladly take Verdansk back.
Yeah, I miss it.
Because it was a better map.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest thing that killed Warzone was all the integration of two other games.
Yeah. So What engine is Modern Warfare 2 going to be on?
I think it was IW9 is what it said on the Wikipedia.
Oh, I was hoping for Unreal 5.
I don't know.
Oh.
But this is for Modern Warfare 2. I don't know if Warzone. I mean, I imagine Warzone's going to exist on the same engine.
I would hope so, and I hope they keep it on the same engine because you could tell there was some integration issues with Cold War.
There's a lot of integration issues.
Into Warzone, and they basically had 3 companies because was it Activision?
You had Activision, you had Infinity Ward, you had Treyarch, you had Sledgehammer, Raven.
Yeah. All these people fighting against each other to put their engines and softwares and crap like that.
And then, like, Activision, I know they cut the budget to Vanguard, like, halfway through.
Did they?
Like, in half.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, Vanguard was just, like...
And, like, Cold War was, like, existing. Like, they were making it, and then they pushed up the timetable and, like, gave them some BS and, like, basically made them crap the game out quick when, like, they were taking their time and, like, it was progressing well.
Right.
So it was a step back from Modern Warfare 2019, graphics-wise, gameplay-wise.
Call of Duty's always been a fast game. It's always been like super speedy, shooty game. And then by the time Vanguard came out, if you don't play religiously, it's just meth for your eyes. You just can't keep up with it.
Like, my eyes get water playing Vanguard multiplayer.
Way too fast. When
I first did, because you can, even on console, you have FOV sliders for multiplayer only on Vanguard, not Warzone.
Right.
So you can max it out, but the speed of the movement, the guns, how quick the TTKs, it's...
Yeah, I'd
like,
just be dead and I wouldn't understand what was happening.
Your brain is barely processing what's going on.
So, and I mean, if I was a religious Call of Duty, dork like the majority of the people are, and was playing at least once or twice every other day, maybe I could keep up with it, but I just don't have the time for it, nor do I have the patience. The game just got to the point where it required too much money and too much time to be good at it. It wasn't worth it.
So kind of to bring some stuff up, there's currently like an issue with Infinity Ward and Activision right now where for the launch release of how much content they're going to drop at once, Infinity Ward wants to drop all of it apparently. Okay. Everything they got, they're just going to be like, boom, big launch, a lot of maps, a lot of guns, stuff. Here you go, run with it. Where Activision is just like money.
Yeah.
It's like, how about instead of like releasing like 12 maps, it's like, here's 8 maps. Right. And then you get like 2 maps, with like a DLC or like, with stuff like,
you got to spend more money for
and different weapons.
That's dumb.
Which is dumb. I'd rather them just pump out everything they got right now and give it to me.
Because they're going to have a battle pass. They're going to have a gun store where you can buy awesome guns and skins and crap like that. And, I hope when the Microsoft buyout finalizes next summer that
whoever's in charge of Activision is beheaded.
Bobby Kotick
in the streets.
And I hope that he's out and Microsoft kind of scales back on all this microtransaction crap. And they're usually pretty smart about like trying to make people not bleed their consumers to death with nickel and diming.
The worst part about the way Warzone is now is certain attachments on all the Vanguard guns, because they have no recoil. They do more damage than most of the other guns from Cold War or Modern Warfare.
Right.
But which attachments you have to get to make them meta weapons.
Right.
So before you'd be playing Warzone in its infancy, and you'd see people using guns that didn't have everything unlocked.
Right.
They were just trying to level them up and see what they liked and what worked.
Right.
Because there was a lot of stuff you could put. It's like, oh, I don't want to put an ACOG. I want to use a red dot sight. Gun's still functionable. Or it's like, hey, instead of putting a monolithic suppressor and this long range barrel, I'm just going to put the integrated suppressor barrel on it for a little bit closer range. And it was a lot more player preference.
Right.
And it didn't affect gameplay that much.
Right.
Whereas, like, all right, yeah, you're not going to be beaming the crap out of people 300 meters away, but
your TTK might be better in close range.
Yeah, you're making a trade off, but it doesn't affect the overall gameplay.
Right.
Whereas, like when we were playing Resurgence,
right?
I'm running around with the Blixen. I'm pretty sure everybody I killed who also had a Blixen, if I picked it up, they'd have the exact same attachments.
Yeah, it's stupid. Like they have attachments that you just basically get through to get to the best attachments.
Yes.
Like, there's no point besides whatever the meta gun is.
Yeah. I mean, and Warzone had a little bit of that with monolithic suppressor.
Yeah.
Commando foregrip. Yeah. The biggest, heaviest barrel you could possibly get. 60 round magazines.
Yeah.
For ARs, like you knew you were going to put those on your weapon.
Yeah, and I hate to compare to PUBG, but PUBG there's a pro and there's a con for every attachment in the game, even to the suppressor. There was this like year or two where everybody thought that the suppressor had no negativity towards it at all, but then they started like putting in game where you could hover over what attachment for a gun is, and it shows you the specs, and the suppressor actually has less accuracy. It has more bullet. Insanity that comes out of the barrel, less accuracy. So, I don't prefer the suppressor. I'd rather shoot somebody, especially with a sniper gun, and you can one hit them if you hit them in the head, and letting them drop. And if they hear me, it doesn't matter; they're dead. So, that's fine. It's worth the sacrifice of not being heard, in my opinion. So, but there are people that don't want to be heard, and if they miss, they got another shot to follow up on because they're not heard. So, yeah, I get it, but.
So some of the stuff from Modern Warfare multiplayer, because that's going to come out in October. There is going to be beta stuff. PlayStation's going to get the first play of it, which I think is bull crap.
Well, I'll let you guys know how it goes.
No, you won't.
No, you won't. We know you're not going to play it.
No, I'm not.
So it'll be like 2 or 3 weeks later when they have the open beta for everybody.
I think it's September 23rd to the 26th or 25th.
And I think if you have the pre-order, you'll definitely be able to play it.
The pre-order, you can play it earlier in that week. The 23rd, I think, through the 25th is that weekend that everybody will have access to the beta.
Well, if we get enough listeners that say we want to hear what we think about it, I'll download it. So,
I mean, I'll play the beta just see how it is.
Yeah. But
as far as some stuff I've read where map design, they're apparently for this one they're just going back to what basics they know. 3-lane maps.
That's good, because some of the maps were just stupid, and then people would find some sort of like cubby hole up high where you could like half glitch into the wall and crap like that.
Well, that is something I saw. Like I saw somebody it was a video. You probably saw the same one where they were showing how they make one of the maps they were working on, and how they were trying to put more foliage or take more away to where it was hard. People couldn't just sit in a bush in a corner. But they made like kind of like a little gunfight area in the center, and then a couple of lanes on and around the edges of the map, to where you've got a little bit of everything can be used.
Yeah,
which that was Call of Duty's bread and butter. All like the old Modern Warfare maps, they're all 3-lane maps.
Yeah,
in one way or another.
Yeah, I don't mind like variances, but if you just have like clutter and like some of these maps were so dirty and chaotic, like there was just no wrapping your head around it. You think that you're safe in this direction, and there's like always another avenue.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2019 had that too. Their maps weren't that great. A lot of it was the maps were so big for 6 people.
Yeah,
or for 6v6s.
Yeah, there's
like
a lot
it'd take you like a minute to get to where you were,
right?
And then you get shot in the face, and it's over. And then you got to spawn, run all the way back.
That's why everybody plays Shipment.
Yeah,
I hate that, man.
I love Shipment.
Shipment was great because it was just a grind fest to level up your guns, and then you can try and camp if you have a coordinated team. Maybe you could pull it off, but there's too many avenues to be.
But with the spawns, kill streaks coming in, people throwing grenades now because they know you're hiding in a container and they're hell bent on killing you.
Right. So
you're basically the only option you have in Shipment is to run for your life and kill whoever you see before you get dropped.
Yep. And that's why I've kind of grown to dislike the current Call of Duty, just because I'm not a guy that wants to play a game where you just run and shoot and don't have, we don't, heck with the consequences. If I'm going to play a game, I try not to die. That's the point. I don't want to be shot. So I don't like just run and gun everything. I like it when you actually have to think about what you're doing.
Well, that's why Warzone in its infancy, its origins was smart.
That first year.
Yeah.
Because it took all the high baller, fast-paced chaos of Call of Duty, and then it put the strategy of survival into it.
Like you're not just going to respawn somewhere and come flying back in.
Right.
It's like you choose your moves wisely.
When you have a dedicated hard space of like land that gives you a really good fortification, a really good like stronghold point, like prison, for instance, and you own that area. You work hard to get it, but the payoff of being like having that combat superiority over the players that aren't in that position was worth it.
Especially if the circle's collapsing onto prison, because now everyone's being forced to come to you.
Right, and it feels great knowing that you're like,
especially when you're on top of the 4 towers. We all have sniper rifles and airstrikes and UAVs and claymores set on the bridge.
I miss
and
that.
we're just dropping them as they're running in. It's just like, you guys should have got here first.
Yeah, but but it's not like you were given that. I mean, sometimes you were, just nobody spawned there, but like rarely. Most of the time, you had to work your butt off to get that, and then when you earned it and own it, of course you're going to have the leg up towards the end of the game, and you earn that win if you get it. And I miss that. I miss that.
Because I feel like Verdansk Warzone had a lot of stuff in one game where it's like, if you wanted to be tactical survival style stuff, you could do that at certain points. If you wanted to just run in guns blazing, you could do that at certain places.
Yeah. But you can't run across the field with a shotgun and kill somebody. You can't clear a room with a sniper rifle. You know, it's not going to happen. Like, there's legitimate strategy involved.
And
in
like
most
certain areas, like prison had ways to get into the prison without you would have to rotate drastically to try to counter it.
Nowadays, it's like you got an SMG that's tricked out, and you can do whatever you want with it. And
so you can run 3 times faster than everybody else.
This laser gun that they got out, I mean, it's fun because
they don't care. I think that was just they don't care.
Yeah, because it's the catch-all, do whatever you want gun. You can shoot long range. It's basically an SMG LMG. You know, it has a 120 round mag.
Jeez,
and it shoots like 10 rounds at
a second,
third of a second. Like just pull the trigger, 10 rounds.
You can't hear discernible.
Yeah,
rounds.
it's just meh. And then you know,
it was just meh.
And then you know, it's so fast. There's no like spin up for it like a minigun or anything like that. It's just it's basically an instant minigun, and it just melts people. So why not have that gun for everything?
Yeah,
because it's long range, it's short range, it's whatever you need. So the time it takes me to shoot somebody twice with an Origin to break their plates and then kill them, they'll already have me dead with that gun. So it's just stupid. And the only reason why they put it on there is it's a last grasping straw to get players to buy more crap out of the store.
Yeah,
because they know everyone's going to transition to the new one.
Yep, it's stupid. So I just hate these like fruitless money grabs that they have, and unfortunately it works though because Call of Duty players are dumb.
Well, while we're on the subject of transitioning to the new game, let's go ahead and start talking about it. I got a couple of questions for you, Tom. Hope you did your research because I don't know.
That's why. Do I need a buzzer?
No, like I was going to ask you, what kind of guns are they going to have? Like, is it just going to be like Modern Warfare?
I'm pretty sure it's going to be this. I mean, you're going to have an M4. I know from the trailer they had the shotgun looked like the M61, not
the pump action,
or the R9, whatever it was. You know, standard.
So your typical
pump action shotgun. They had the Vector.
Okay.
There's going to be an AK-47.
And then the gun customization also.
Yeah, so from what I understand, you get...
From what we were watching,
you get bare bones basic of each
you get a weapon platform.
Right.
Okay.
And the M4 is like the carbine or the AR platform, and then you can customize it to be an M16 or an LMG or something like that.
Or, heavier rounds, like SOCOM rounds, the Beowulf 50 AE rounds. From what it looked like as you use the weapon, you level up the weapon by using it in multiplayer. You unlock variations of the gun.
Right. So you change basically your upper for the gun, and then that's what you can roll.
So like your uppers, like ammo, certain things, and barrel,
so
I think change.
There's 3 attachments you can change, which is like your upper.
Which I like that.
Yeah, but then there's like weapon parts that are, I guess, unlimited that you can put on.
I think from the way the guy was describing it, like you can modify weapon parts themselves, like the receivers or bolts.
Or flashlights or something. Yeah.
Where it's like, but you can customize like what you want it to do, but there's consequences for what you adjust.
Right. And then it has it has a circle graph instead of a line graph that explains.
Wise to you.
Yeah. That explains exactly what you're losing and what you're gaining from it, which is smart. So.
Which looks kind of, I mean, the way I liked how that's designed. Because, I mean, before it was, in the old days, you could have 1 or 2 attachments.
Yeah.
On a weapon. That was it. Choose what you like.
That's fine. Keep it simple. Give a radical, drastic change for each, and then somebody could be like, "Wow, I didn't know you could do that with like a sawed-off, pistol grip sniper rifle. I didn't know that you could have a faster TTK with that than long."
I think there's gonna be a lot of question with what's meta, because you're gonna have to choose which weapon variant you want.
There shouldn't be.
You're gonna have to choose attachments.
There shouldn't be a meta.
How to customize certain parts to do X, Y, and Z.
If I want,
but it's going to take so much time to figure out.
That's fine. But if I want a sniper rifle that can kill somebody from 300 meters away or a kilometer away,
Single headshots.
right, then it should be slow as hell, okay? But if I want something that can shoot faster and lighter and do less damage, it should have like less attachments or something on it that makes it the caveat for that is it makes sense.
Or realistically, the weapon's lighter,
right,
to move.
So,
and then also with the new Warzone map, the information that I got is from Charlie Intel on Twitter. Mm-hmm. So, but the new Warzone map, they said it's from what he has uncovered. I don't know if he looked through like data mining stuff or what, but he says that it's more than likely gonna have like a South American style to it as far as like the topography and all that kind of stuff. Like
jungles.
So some sort of maybe like favela style.
Well, they said it's going to incorporate some of the older Modern Warfare 2 maps.
So probably favela.
They said high rise, quarry, terminal, and Afghan are like predominant places that they've reportedly seen similar locations of.
What Modern Warfare 2 should just do, remaster all the original Modern Warfare 2 maps and just bring those into the game and go, these are the multiplayer maps. Because we already know you all love every single one of them. There's not a bad one amongst them.
Well, he has a list of names for the different like points of interest on the Warzone map.
Yeah.
Which one will be called Oasis, War-Torn, Quarry, Oil Field.
There's always a quarry.
Modern City, which I would assume would be where the high rise would be at. Mm-hmm. Caves, where Afghan would be. There's the dam, marshes, harbor, something called Sierra. I don't know what that would be.
So they're doing what Warzone did, where they're going to implement the multiplayer maps into the Warzone.
I think those like the ground war maps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing that I'll get to in just a minute. But they have Shipwreck, Fishtown, Fort, and Airport, which will be like the terminal. But they said that the DMZ mode for the new Modern Warfare 2, basically what they're going to do, they're going to take this Warzone map and they're going to use like chunks of it as the ground war.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So they're going to interchange the map and stuff just to where it actually uses this more. So it's got to be the same engine.
Real quick on the ground war stuff, because, Modern Warfare had it. Cold War and Vanguard kind of toyed with it, but the player count wasn't nearly as high. From what I've heard, for Modern Warfare 2, they're going to go back to like 32 v32s.
So ground war is just big numbers versus big numbers.
Right.
Yeah, big map, big numbers, and there's like vehicles. And
Warzone's Battle Royale.
Right.
What is DMZ?
From what I can tell, from what other people have described it as, it's going to be kind of like that Tarkov, or like in the Division when you go into the dark zones. It'll be maybe like 12 players. So you have like 4 teams of 4 go in, and they can do these different contracts or whatever. I don't know if it'll give you more XP or if it'll give you in-game loot.
Okay.
Or camos or something like that. But it'll be whatever you get in there. So somehow you get to keep whatever you earn, and you want to be either the last team out or the first team or the last team alive or the first team to extract.
Okay.
But it'll be played on the Warzone map allegedly.
Okay.
So you'll have 12.
So you're getting dual purpose out of the map.
So is it going to be like Tarkov to the point where you have to take into consideration your weight and
how much stuff you're carrying and what you're carrying?
That's something that they said that they're going to start doing with Warzone. So I would assume they would do it with DMZ, but they're going to implement a bag system, kind of like a Blackout on Black Ops 4, and kind of like what PUBG has, where you can carry
you can carry
as much ammo as you want up to a certain point, as long as it fits in the bag.
Yeah. Or
you can carry extra grenades or whatever. It just depends. Like you have a certain amount that you can carry in the bag. So if you want more ammo, you just have to sacrifice not having grenades in it or something like that.
Okay. And you can find a bigger bag or something like that. But will it slow you down?
I hope so. I hope that's a thing.
Yeah.
Like, the more you carry, the more it slows you down because, like I said, I like realistic. So I'm hoping that's how it goes. Because supposedly you'll have to find a satchel, which will allow you to put in plates. If you don't find one of those, your character can't put in plates.
Just flesh.
You're just going to take the rounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's cool.
That's an interesting dynamic where you don't have plates, so you have to play as you don't have plates.
Yeah, because what the game can be flawed especially in like Resurgence, where if the 3 of us, one of us is coming back in 5 seconds, and then me and Mitch rush a guy, and he downs us, but he's like a hairline away from death, and then you run in, Tom. All you got to do is just sneeze at the guy and kill him.
I shoot him one time.
Like that stuff is stupid. Like you just keep spawning at a guy until you finally wear him down and kill him. Like that's annoying. So I hope that they find a way around that for this.
Another thing when it comes to like the loadouts and stuff, they said there's going to be what they call strongholds on the Warzone map, where basically you'll complete objectives to get your loadout.
Okay.
So you don't just gift it a loadout?
Right. So you'll have
pay
to
the money or whatever.
You have to do like the search and destroy, like defuse a bomb or defend an area from. They said they'll have AI players
Well, that's interesting.
that come after you or whatever. It just says objectives, but I'm just trying to spitball some ideas that they might use. Maybe it'll be like a defend the area
or
and
complete a contract and
something like that.
I hope it's not like what current Warzone is, where it's like you pick up a contract and it's like, okay, you're over here at the volcano. Now you need to go down 3 kilometers away to
shoot one man,
right?
And you have 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, another caveat for this, they said there's going to be like 20 to 30 of them on the map, but they can only be used one time by anybody. So, like, once you use it, another team can't come up and use that spot.
Oh, wow. So only a certain amount of people will actually have their loadouts.
So basically, you're going to have people fighting it out at these points of interest to get their loadouts. So you're going to have the meat grinders that's going to be there trying to get your weapons.
And then the winner.
And then you'll have the victors.
But if there's 20 to 30, that means there's enough spots for at least every team to have one opportunity at it.
Get a loadout. Or you kill somebody else and take their crap and you have 2 loadouts.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. So, at least it'll be fair in that sense where it's not just who can get the most money quickest.
Yeah.
And buy the loadout.
Yeah.
Also, I did see that they got a new system for audio for 3-directional footsteps.
Okay.
About time.
Because, Lord, there's been, I can't even count the amount of times I've been killed where the dude's right next to me, and I watch the kill cam, and he's sprinting full speed, no dead silence, gets to me, guns me down, and then just takes off into the night. And I'm just like, I didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
I didn't hear a damn thing.
PUBG has a better audio system.
PUBG actually does. It's
not great, but it's better.
Sometimes
I know when there's someone near me.
Sometimes you hear footsteps from further away than you would expect.
Yeah, if somebody's shooting, you can at least tell what direction they're shooting from instead of there's a gunshot somewhere around me. I don't know.
I don't know if it was me. I don't know if it was my own team.
But even gunshots that you hear, like if it goes by you, it has like a little whistle, so it's a little bit more distinct. So you know they're shooting at you or just in the distance.
Right, and it's stupid. PUBG is basically like a microwave compared to this computer, level technology that's put into Call of Duty, and they have a better engineered sound system. You'd think what is it, almost 3 years that Warzone's been out?
We've been complaining about audio for 2 years.
Yeah, it's too much. They one thing that I really want for this new generation of Warzone is they actually listen to their players and just say, "Shut up, you'll buy it." None of that crap.
Well, it's nice to see they made an effort to be like, "All right, here you go."
We'll see.
We got a new audio system. See. This is what we're trying to do.
They may learn the lesson of, wow, we had a really strong year, and then we made a crap ton of money off of those 2 weak years because we were stringing them along. Mm-hmm. I hope they don't do that.
Well, also in the original Modern Warfare 2, they had pro perks. So when you had your perk for so long, you look kind of level it up,
or you use it enough.
It gives you a little bit extra boost of it
Commando
does.
Pro.
What does a little extra for you? So supposedly those are returning as well.
It said that there's a new mounting system.
I haven't seen that.
So you can hang from a ledge.
Oh yeah,
and fire. Yeah, it's not just like you go up a ladder and you get to the top, and before you vault over, you can pull out your pistol if you have one.
Instead of jumping to a second-story window and immediately clambering through, you can actually hang from the window and then peek. Stuff like that.
And apparently they're bringing back the dolphin dive.
Yeah.
We'll see. The one thing I did like is the slide canceling thing that they talked about. And all of these are still rumors from what I understand, but essentially you can't slide cancel and shoot at the same time.
Like how you were able to.
Right.
If you slide, you slide for a while. It's not going to be like that. Doing the stutter step slide cancels.
Well, then there'll be a delay before you can shoot after sliding.
Yes. So I think it'll be better for all players in the sense that, sure, if you are a slide canceling maniac and you're just messing around all over the map, going nuts, and that's your play style, that sucks for you. But the majority of the players want to understand what happened.
Yeah.
And if you killed me and all I see is this corpse flopping around the ground at me,
slide canceling is a skill gap.
So,
let's say we watch top 100 Warzone moments. You watch a player and he's just running, kind of looking down, running.
Me.
Yeah, like you. You look and go, this guy sucks. Mm-hmm. You look at some dude, he's slide canceling around, jumping through windows, doing all this wacky stuff. You're like, that guy's good. And
that guy's got too much time on his hands.
And then you watch him mow down 5 people because he's sliding past them out of frame, spinning around faster than they can and getting the kills.
That's annoying.
It's a skill
He's spinning
gap.
around faster than their 80 FOV compared to his 180 FOV.
Like,
his
it reminds me
120.
of Equilibrium, where like Christian Bale's just like doing the gun kata
Yeah.
moves and stuff like that. Like, what is happening right now? Somebody shoot this guy already, please.
Somebody just kill this man. And I really hope they get rid of Serpentine. It's the dumbest perk of all time.
Where
You don't like having extra ammo or extra plates when you
No,
run away?
extra health.
Extra health when you run away?
When you're the one shooting them, and you're like, I was like hitting them, broke them, still shooting, still shooting, still shooting. God, I gotta reload. He just like disappears, and he's like,
There's an advantage to just running away now.
but like you can't, like you have to shoot somebody like 20 extra times than you would normally have to.
that is dumb. So
What I really hope they get rid of, skill-based matchmaking.
No, I hope they make that.
well, at least
That
in
actually works.
at
They
least
already have
announced
that.
it.
Well, I'm saying I wish they would make it to where it actually works.
I want it gone.
But see, the problem is the current skill-based matchmaking is everybody knows it exists, but they're pretending that it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's what the problem is because they're doing it.
Admit it.
That's what they're doing.
Admit it.
What I'm positive is the skill-based matchmaking is generated in accords to how much money you spend in the game, real-life dollars. If you spend more money, they're going to put you in a lobby where you're rewarded for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where everybody's a bot.
Yeah, and instead of like if you're good, you're playing with good people. Instead, I'm a trash player. I will admit it. I would enjoy the game if it was moderately competitive for me and not just like I'm somebody else's fodder. But because you have these sweaty players that play 100 hours a week and they put 50
I don't want
bucks
to
a
play
week.
them 24/7
I
like
don't wanna
I
play
do
them
when
either.
I don't play with you two.
Right, and they play. They put $50 into the game a week. They're going to put me against that guy.
Yeah.
Which is annoying, and it shouldn't be that way. So
It should be like the old days. It's random lobbies. It's just fill up the server, go.
I would
It's like
rather- I'd
we
rather
might
do
be
that.
running across the map, come across, see a team. They could be the worst like KD players, like .02, smoke them.
I'd rather be
awesome. Take off. It's like, oh, these guys are kind of on our level, and then we got to change how we're playing it. It's like, all right, then we get dudes who are like pro league guys who are like 3.0 KDs and up.
Yeah, I'd rather be that way. I'd rather be random than skill based matchmaking, where they just do it on how much money you pay.
The only reason they should have skill based matchmaking is if they do, from what I've heard, Warzone ranked,
Yeah, if
like
they
as
do
a
ranked game.
constant
Yeah.
fixture.
I mean, that's like in essence what a skill based matchmaking is. So it
Because
should
that would be an incentive for a lot of people to play it, to see like, all right, you have to play X amount of games to get it a base rank, and then you have to claw your way up.
yeah. Now,
Because before skill-based matchmaking, the website before Activision like threatened them with legal action.
right,
Like
because
we would look and see where we were ranked.
right.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, I'm a diamond lobby member. Mitch is a gold lobby member. Hayden's a silver lobby member.
I was like wooden,
Wooden.
rusty barnacle wood.
old spork in the gas station parking lot.
Yeah.
Hayden.
But the big to do about Warzone is for like especially Warzone dude in Modern Warfare 2 is like all the suspicious players that have limited time, limited money like me, and they're concerned like, is it worth getting into? And I'll say this, I think that it would be at first, only because everything is new and nobody knows how to break the game yet. So I think that whole
There's
You know,
going to be a lot of trial and error.
yeah, that primordial game where it's the Wild West and people are figuring it out together, that's the fun phase. That was year one of Warzone. So if there's ever a chance for that to come back, it would be now when the game comes out. But if you wait till 6 months down the road when people have established metas and they start slowly pushing their pay-to-win mechanics and stuff like that, if we base it off of history in the past, then I think you're just going to continue to hate the game. So, yeah, I would say maybe try it. I mean, I never would ever say pre-order a game, but
Not anymore.
Not after Cyberpunk.
Warzone's free, so play it. If you enjoyed it, maybe get Modern Warfare so you can kind of have that little bit of leg up for loadouts and leveled up guns and stuff like that. So that's just my 2 cents, and I don't know anything about this game. So, tap.
I mean, I'm going to download Modern Warfare 2 when it comes out.
I know you're
And
gonna
I'm
be
gonna-
great at it.
Frantically try to max out as many of the guns as I humanly can.
You can take time off work.
Probably. And then come Warzone 2, we'd be like, oh, I'm going to try this gun. No, I don't like this one. I'm going to try this one.
I wonder what their sniper platform is.
I really hope they bring back the intervention.
What is that?
from the original Modern Warfare 2. It was like the best sniper ever in Call of Duty.
I like the those like 50 caliber knockoffs that they had. What was it? Like?
I know they're bringing back one of them. It was from Modern Warfare 3.
Okay,
it's already confirmed because you see it in the gameplay trailer.
Yeah, like it's
a 50 cal bolt action.
What was the one for Warzone 1? It was like HK or something like
the
that.
HDR.
HDR, yeah, like that one was really good.
It was slow.
It was slow, but it was powerful.
Yeah, they had the AX50.
Yeah, a little bit faster HDR,
but not as powerful.
No.
Rytech.
The Rytech was
stupid.
Dumb.
It's just floating bullets. I know, but it was fun to use because.
How much you want to bet they got the Dragunov, and it's gonna suck? I want this to be the one game where the Dragunov is the greatest weapon in the game, and nobody knows because everybody just sees it and goes, ugh. It's like this has been 20 years of Call of Duty. It's like we already know the Dragunov is a piece of crap.
What are you trying to say, Mitch?
If you get kills with the Rytech, though, with the explosive...
Oh, it's satisfying.
Yeah, it's hilarious, especially when you have death comms on.
Oh, yeah.
There was one time, there was a helicopter flying by, and I was just pumping it full and just watching them scream because I had the thermite bullets on. They were not happy.
Yeah, but like you could be shot with the Rytech, you could just be seeing it coming at you like, what is that?
And then it hits in the room and just... you see 3 people light up from the scalp.
I hope they do a better smoothness of gameplay. Where, like, examples, you're plating up and you're running, and you want to cancel out of it, or you want to plate up, but you're going to jump through a window. You're literally jumping. You hit the ground, you stop. And the guy's just like, nah.
Or how about this? How about you hold the X button to put a gas mask on instead of just automatically putting a gas mask on?
Or, like, up on the D-pad or something.
Or something.
Like in Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
Where it's like, gas. Hurry up. Yeah, you didn't do it fast enough. You died.
Yeah, because this is like, I'm in a firefight. The circle passes me. Let me stop what I'm doing and put this gas mask on while I'm being shot at.
And it hasn't gotten to him yet, so he's just beaming the crap out of you, and you're just like...
I got to breathe. Breathing's more important than bullets in my flesh.
Obviously.
Well, that's our 2 cents on Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.
Yeah.
That's what we know so far.
What's with this accent?
I don't know. It just came out of nowhere.
You sound like a Kennedy.
It came out of nowhere.
Ask
not what Modern Warfare 2 can do for you. Ask what you can do for Modern Warfare.
Go to their store, buy everything. I'm sure they'll love that.
That's a better impression of a Kennedy than Hayden's is of Morgan Freeman.
I'm Morgan Freeman.
He just sounds like Alan Rickman. It's a bad Alan Rickman, not a good Alan Rickman.
Well, we'll see what happens. And the future of Call of Duty is obviously in the water because
I think this is going to be. I think they have to do a lot more with this because this is the Call of Duty for the next 2 years.
And when Microsoft takes this turd, are they going to be like, okay, good, it's at least a polished turd?
It's like you guys had a good run, you had a good idea, you went off the rails, and you were effing it up royally,
right? And
now we're trying to get back to form with Modern Warfare.
I hope that Microsoft scales back on all the microtransactions and they put it on the Game Pass, make it accessible to players because I really do believe that that's what keeps a game franchise alive. It's just accessibility.
Well, they got to listen to the player base because they should have known from Call of Duty World War II. Nobody wanted World War II.
Right. And if you look at games like Halo, for instance, like Halo was fun for like 3 weeks. And then, there
was no content. There was nothing.
Right. And the players complained and they just ignored them or they couldn't keep up with their development.
With demands.
Yeah. So.
And then, Cold War came out and everybody's like, oh, yeah, Cold War, it's a new Call of Duty. And everybody's just like, this sucks. And then it's like, hey, we're doing World War II. And it's like,
again?
Call of Duty, everybody likes the modern shooter.
Right.
With modern weapons, modern settings, modern technology, maybe like a few years in the future kind of stuff.
Call of Duty Old West.
Yeah, Call of Duty Wild West. Yeah, Call of Duty, 1776.
Yeah.
Hang on, I got to get the good barrel and the suppressor and the scope for my musket.
Let me put my ACOG on this. Where's the hollow sight?
Could you imagine playing Warzone where you're, hold on, I got you. You just start loading it up.
Slide a hand, your hand's just flying up and down a musket.
Yeah.
You know what? I wouldn't even put it past them.
You don't throw grenades, you throw dynamite.
Dynamite wasn't invented yet.
Well, something like that.
You throw a cat.
They had dynamite in 1882.
And I thought I was talking about like the 1700s.
Oh, 1700s. Okay. All right.
It didn't exist yet.
We'll see what happens. Either way, as Modern Warfare comes out and Warzone comes out, we'll be having updates and I'm sure more specials.
We're going to be playing it.
So,
I know I'm going to be playing it.
And if you're interested in playing with us, get with Mitch on social media, entertainthispodcast.com, and we'll link up and figure something out. So, looking forward to it. And if you got, I'm looking forward to the stories that we'll have and the content.
I miss the camaraderie we had from original Warzone.
Yeah.
Because original Warzone, I got woken up to text messages going, "Get online. We're going to play this before we go to work."
Right.
And we won the first game we were in, and we were like, "This is awesome!" And we played like every night for like 4 hours.
Yeah. We'll have to get back to that. So. Message us, and if you have any insights or rumors that you heard, let us know too, and we'll talk about it. So, but that's it for this week, and we'll update you as it comes out. So, goodbye from Mitch.
Bye.
Bye from Tom.
Bye, Tom.
And goodbye from me. And goodbye.